would face the world. So, brilliant book. Book 1, Portrayal of the History of Market Economics, and book 2 is actually, I mean, I wouldn't have believed it, okay? But it is a gripping history of 2 fundamental issues to the U.S. economy. So I congratulate Rob. All right, so what does it tell us about energy policy? Modern energy policy started with the OPEC oil embargo in '73. It's deteriorated on both sides of the aisle since then. And with the Obama administration, it's literally fallen off the cliff. Our energy crises have been self-inflicted, not market-based. Democrats support the hard path, nuclear, big machines. Democrats support the soft path. Republicans support the hard path. But Washington makes 2 mistakes. One, they pay attention to things that they shouldn't be paying attention to. That's the current destructive efforts. Again, written comments have lots of examples, but here are a few. Severe curtailment of coal use by EPA in the states. I handed out an editorial op-ed piece from today's Wall Street Journal that I think says better than I can where the current state of science is. Promotion of renewables by DOE. Renewables cannot possibly get us out of the energy problems and the electricity problems we face. Promotion of gas and electric vehicles. We will use gasoline, liquid fuel, in cars for the rest of our lives and the rest of your children's lives. Don't believe that we'll have electric cars or natural gas vehicles. Those fuels are just not able to compete effectively with oil. And we have plentiful oil globally. Energy conservation and efficiency subsidies and mandates. If markets are working okay, why do you have to bribe people in order to get them to buy the least cost technology? Bradley's book is important because it provides the intellectual framework that shows the idiocy of all of these policy positions. Well-functioning energy markets render all these efforts a waste of time, money, and intellectual effort, a pox on both their houses. On the other hand, we do need government to do some things, and what we need them to do is repeal or reform laws on the books. Again, it's in the written comments. We have a crazy patchwork quilt of energy and conservation subsidies that distort markets. We have a ridiculous process for approving nuclear power plants. We have moratorium on coal plants, limits on ANWR production, presidential authorization of facilities, Keystone, you can see the politicization of that process, requirements in about 20 states. This is the sleeping giant, in my opinion. 20 states have requirements that utilities meet up to 25% of their generation load by 2025 with renewable energy. And therefore, they are postponing building needed facilities because they're going to try to meet these goals. The hero of renewable energy is right there, Glenn Schlady, and I want to thank Glenn for his stalwart opposition to so much idiocy that goes on in the renewable sector. Cap and trade in 10 northeastern states. Luckily, that is dying a slow death. If you noticed yesterday, London canceled their cap and trade financial desk because there just isn't enough business in that area. Bradley's book, again, is brilliant in promoting grist for the mill as to the idiocy of these policies. It promotes waste, inefficiency, and impedes economic growth. America has real problems, but these ain't America's problems. And we are going to have to spend a lot of time fixing America's real problems, and these things, a la the State of the Union address, are merely diversions that distort our attention away from what really needs to be done.